Thank you so much for coming back at our channel, The Physics Mindset, your channel to deliver knowledge concerning solar installations, electrical installations, and electronic repairs. Today, we are going to see, since we have seen a lot of solar knowledge, I know you have captured a lot of solar knowledge, okay, which is so good, and we have the basics in solar installations, the problem and solutions, okay. I know you have studied with us since we started the solar installation topics from the beginning. I know you have picked a lot knowledge. I know you understand now everything. You can do some solar repairs. You can know the problems, where the problem is coming from, and that is solar knowledge. Now I want to today we look at the project, one of the projects which we said we can start after learning the solar installations, the solar components, their functions. Now you can start a self-employed business, and we saw some of the projects which you can start as a technician or an electrician who is learning how to design a solar system. Check this. We saw that as an electrician, you can start a solar home lighting company. How can you start a solar home lighting company? Today we are going to look deep into how you can start a solar home lighting company. Before we dig into that, let me give you a scenario. Do you know that today all over the world, a lot of families, a lot of people struggle with an unreliable electricity which goes off and on all the time. When it is rainy season, electricity is off and on. A lot of countries, a lot of people face a lot of this problem. If someone comes from nowhere and starts to solve this problem of unreliable electricity, don't you see that this can be one of a profitable business in the community or in a country, wherever you are? As a solar technician, please note this, or electrician, please note this. In solar, we have a lot of projects we can start. We have a lot of knowledge. We can do income, or we can do business from the knowledge we earn, okay? If you came from the beginning with us, I'm sure you can do the great change in the community you're coming from, or in the country you're coming from, in the solar projects we are going to see, which I promised you to explain. But I'm going to give you the biggest mistake some startup companies, like the company we are going to see how you start a solar home lighting system. But I'm going to give you the biggest mistake which makes these small companies, when you are starting a company, the biggest mistake which you should avoid. And it is making all solar companies, the small solar startup companies, to fail. I'm going to give it to you. That is the biggest, worst mistake ever. Every small company fails. That's why it fails to start up, or to go far, or to build up. Today we are going to see the solar home lighting system, or how to start a solar home lighting system. What you're going to look at today, let me give you, I've outlined them here, like what we're going to see, what a solar home lighting system is, okay? We are going also to look at how to start a solar business. How to start a solar business. And another point is how to get your first customers. You know, when you're starting a company, we're going to design a solar company which is dealing in solar home lighting our homes, putting lights in our homes. It's a project, and you can open a company in this. And I'm going to give you the ideas of how you can open a company and earn some money from solar system. Since you have got some knowledge in solar installations, solar panels connection, regulator, battery and inverter, and the wiring, okay? We are going to see the ideas. Can I start a business in solar? Can I supply people with solar home lights? Okay. It is possible. Why do you sit with your knowledge? Once you have the knowledge, you can start a company. A company whereby we shall see how to start a business, the same as a company. We shall see how you get your first customers. How do you tackle with the world, with the community? Okay? How do you get your customers? That is how small companies, there is no big solar companies. Any company which started on top, all they started small. Mostly, let me give you an example. There is no big solar company which started as a big company, right? They all started with one bulb. The knowledge started from one bulb. Even you can start from one bulb and you make a big company. And this is, we are going to see all the ideas, how you can start from scratch to full company, from one bulb to full company in a short period. And we're going to see how to grow into a full solar company. This is the point I was talking about. How to grow a full solar company from scratch. From scratch. Okay? Now these are the points we are going to look at today. Under solar home lighting system or under solar home lighting company. If you want to call it a company, it's okay. And this is our aim. For you, the technicians, electricians, to start off and to remove that thing of unemployment. Start your own business. Let's jump into and we see what is a solar home lighting system. The first thing to know, you should note that which company am I going to open up? What is my target? What is my goal? What is my interest? Did I study a solar system and I look for employment from someone, employment opportunities? Oh, because this is a technical. I told you from the beginning that this channel is a technical channel. The physics mindset. It is a technical channel. Technicians, I need you to hear. If you're a technician, you need this video. Once you master your solar knowledge, you need to start up a company. Don't sit with your knowledge. Start up something. Which company? We are starting with the project of solar home lighting. Start giving people solar lights. Okay? Now, what is a solar home lighting system? A solar home lighting system is, a solar home lighting. This is a system which generates electricity by use of the sun. Sun rays hit the solar panel, then the solar panel produce electricity which is kept or stored in the battery. But then at night, after when the sun is not available, the battery will supply its stored energy into our lights and devices. Devices, I mean the TVs, the radios, the phone charging, okay? And that is a system. And I know you have the ability to design such a system, to design a solar panel, design a regulator, a charge controller, then design a battery, then design an inverter. The system is done. Tell the customer you have your one bulb. Let's say this is a solar panel. I know you know it. Let me call it a P, solar panel. Connect a regulator, R. Connect the battery to charge, which is B. Then connect an inverter, which is I. Okay? This is a complete system. Why a technician? Why an electrician? Why don't you start your own company or a shop with only this complete system? Since you have the knowledge, why don't you start supplying solar lights to your neighbors, to the communities, to people in your country, wherever you are? Okay? Supply them with the lights. Now, after the inverter, then you connect your appliances, the lights, the TVs, okay? A customer has got light, the TVs, the electronic gadgets are working. Then ask for a fair fee. The company has started with one bulb. You have installed one bulb. And the company has started. Let us say the company is called NNM, the Physics Mindset Company. The Physics Mindset Company Limited. Solar suppliers. Okay? Solar suppliers. You start with your name. You can even name the company your real name. Okay? That is how a solar home lighting system is. This is from a solar panel, a regulator, a battery, an inverter. Either if the inverter is expensive, when the client has no money, then you can advise the client to use a DC lights. Because the company is solar home lighting, make people's home to light. Then buy a DC lights with little wattage of small watts, like 1 watt, so that they don't consume too much power from the battery. Okay? From one light, then design your solar system cost. How much have you put into solar panel? How much have you bought a regulator? How much is the battery? How much is an inverter? Okay? Then calculate those bills. Give the customer the bill. Add some small effect money for you, for your profit, for your service, and for the installation costs. Then you can install for a customer and you will earn some money. Every home needs solar power. There is no home which doesn't need a solar power. Do you know why they need solar power? Go with an aim of saying, reduce on your electricity bills. Okay? Reduce on your electricity bills. That sound alone, it calls more clients. Okay? And this is what the solar home lighting is. The company is done. With the time, with your reputation, always do a clear, neat installations for your customers to become the team. This team will send other customers to you. If you do a clear installation, customers will refer to your company. One neighbor can bring 5 people in from the family or from or friends, and your company will grow slowly. You see? Okay, now let us see how to start a solar business. How to start a solar business. But before we start a solar business, okay? You know, before we go and see how to start a solar business, let me give you some small hints, okay? This solar system, solar home lighting system, or when you're opening up a solar home lighting system, start from one bulb. Design a system. Calculate how much your panel was, how much the regulator was. Always buy good quality products. Don't buy only cheap things. Don't buy cheap things, in fact, if you want to grow, if you're a starter, if you're opening up a company, you don't have money to start a company, you don't have money to register your company, you can start from home. You don't have money to rent a house, like to be like an office. Start from home. Don't wait for an office. You have the knowledge. The knowledge is your capital. Nothing else. Then buy a ream of paper. Design solar systems from 1 bulb to 100 bulb to 50 bulb. See, design, go to our videos, see how you can calculate a panel which is supposed to be using one solar bulb. Either one solar bulb is 1 watt. Which panel is possible to light that one bulb? Okay, videos are there. We did all the videos. Go back and follow. If you go to regulators, don't install a solar system without a regulator. Please, don't install a solar system without a regulator. A regulator controls the battery from getting damaged or overcharging. Your battery will work for many years once you install a solar charge controller. Okay? And even the panel, if you install a solar charge controller, batteries at night, they send back power to our lights. Now, if the wires are connected wires from the panel are connected directly to the battery, power will go back to the panel, and the panel will be affected because the panel doesn't store. A panel only receives the sun and it turns the sun rays into electrons, and electrons, which are electricals, they go, but a panel doesn't receive. If it receives, the cells have those anode and cathode sides will have effects. That's why I tell you, always install charge controllers. And never use poor quality products. You are beginning, you want good reputation, you are starting a company. Okay? Now, why this business is so crucial and is so important to you as a technician, electrician, solar technician, solar installers? Start a business because its growth is high. It has high growth. Once you have the knowledge, go and teach the people in the community. Okay? People in the community will hear you. People want your knowledge. They don't know what is solar. They need you to explain to them. Go door to door. Don't wait for an office. Go door to door. Even though a day you go for 5 people, 5 families, that is okay. Even though they don't have money at that time, they will promise that we shall call you. Leave your number. Go do some business cards. Okay? Remember, why the growth is high, the demand of solar system is high, is because every country, electrical prices or electrical bills are too high. Every country, electrical bills are too high. Now comes you with solar system using sun, a free sun. No one is going to demand me or to demand a customer. Explain to the customer that you're going to use a free sun, no electrical bills. Use that money to buy food. Save money. Go and build something else from the saved money. Okay? Because of high cost of electrical bills, people are turning to solar system or solar home lighting systems. Okay? And this is unemployment to you, a self-employment to me as a technician if I start off something like this. Another thing which I can give you, that you don't need millions of money to start off this. You don't need millions of money. It is of low price. Solar panels are not expensive. Charge controllers are not expensive. Batteries are not expensive. When you are starting with one bulb, calculate, go in the videos which shows the calculations, do the math, do the factor, okay? Add the factor, then get the size, exact solar panel. I gave you how to size a solar panel. Then go and design a charge controller. I gave you how to calculate a charge controller. Then go and calculate the battery. And I gave you a video concerning battery sizing. Everything that is there on the Physics Mindset channel. Just subscribe, like, click the notification and comment. Everything is there. You will have a company. I have designed the knowledge for you to build a company. Okay? It doesn't need millions. You can even do the math, get a paper, write the price of a panel, put small amount for you. Write a price of a battery, put small amount on top for you. Write the price of charge controller, put a small amount for you. Then do the wiring, how for the one bulb, how many wires, how many meters, the lamp holders, the switches, okay, the socket, the USB charging ports, the LED lights, those are the bulbs. Put every component some small price for you as for the company, okay. Also put small charge for services, okay, for in case maintenance, always inspect your customers. The moment you supply only one customer like this from your company and give time to this customer, visit the customer regularly, clean his panel, don't ask for money. Just go and clean the panel. If he wants to pay you, just tell him no, it is okay. Okay? And you can even put referrals. If a customer refer someone else from to your company, tell a customer you'll get another free bulb. Okay? Or put some gifts to give the customer. If you send a client, I'll give you a radio, a solar radio. If you send another client in my company, I'll give you a phone, a small button phone. Those are gifts people want. And you'll see your company growing high, and it turns into a full-time job company with workers. Okay? Now, let us go and see how to start a solar business. Today, I'm going to give you just knowledge or ideas on how to start this project, a solar home lighting system, because I've ever done it and I know how the price, how it is so sweet. If you're a technician and you have the knowledge, you can install the system, you can have the best income ever. You make a six-figure business. Let us see how you start a business. How can we start a business? A solar lighting business. How? Let us see how to start a solar business. I'm going to give you small hints how to start a solar business. We are on this one. Okay. I would have rubbed this, but let us use here. How to start this one here. These are the points. Learn. Okay, now we are seeing how to start a solar home lighting company. Okay, let us see this. How to start a solar home lighting company. How to start a business. One, I've brought this down here. I don't want to rub off this. I think with time I'm going to rub so that we get some information on the BB. One is learn the basic. Learn the basic. How to start a solar home lighting company. Learn the basic. The basics, and I've given you from the beginning. That is how to learn to connect the solar panel, how to learn to connect a charge controller, how to learn to connect batteries, serial parallel connections, how to learn to connect an inverter. That is the basic. And how to learn to do the proper wiring. Those are the basics. Learn the basic. That is one of the reasons how you can start a business of solar home lighting company. Another thing is identify your target market. Identify your target market. Here I mean that know where your market is. Solar home lighting company, where good can it be? Is it in town or in rural areas? People where there is no power. In town, people have electricity and have some money to pay that electrical bill. But in village, some villages have no power at all, no access to electricity or access to grid. Meaning, if you identify your target market, that If I'm to supply solar home lighting systems, I need to go to village. That is where my target or my market is. Identify where your market is, okay? Rural areas or area with no grid electricity, you see? Areas where people have few electrical poles, you can go and supply them with solar systems. I told you, go door to door, okay? That is how we look. This is the foundation. You are just starting. All big companies in solar system all started with one bulb. Now they have workers, like 50 of them, installers, technicians, electricians in the company. The MD, managing director, it is you who started the thing, who brought the idea. The idea starts with you, with one bulb. Design one bulb. One day you'll end up designing 100 bulbs. Okay? Now another target, how to start a solar business. Another point is register the business. Once you have found yourself that I can do this, I can wire a solar panel, battery, charge controller, and the inverter, and do some wiring, positive, negative, to the bulb, and the switch, and the socket. Then you are capable of opening up a company as a technician and go and register the business or register the company. It doesn't need millions of money to start a solar company. I'm telling you this, it doesn't need a million. Once you have the knowledge, the company is in you. You are the company. Don't wait for someone to open up for you and you go and ask for employment opportunities. You are the manager. Since the beginning of this channel, we started with solar panels. You have learned something and you are the manager of the company. You have the company in your head. Don't lose this. Register your business. In whichever country you are, they have the experiences they need. Can you wire a solar system? Yes, you can. Because from the beginning, we are seeing how to wire the solar panels, battery, regulators. You know how to do this and you are capable. Register the company, put some small money, then be at safe side. You know, a registered company, people trust most registered company. Do some business cards, put your name, put your contacts, put your location, start supplying business cards, door to door. Do some chats, flyers, make marketing, okay? After registering, then find the supplier. Find the supplier. This is how to start a solar business. After learning the basics, learn the basics first, how to do the solar panel, battery, regulator, inverter. Those are the basics, and wiring. Identify your target markets. Are you going to supply to village people where there is no power, areas with no power, developing areas? You know, areas which are just developing, it means there is no electricity, but there is some good houses. Go there, talk to them. They will buy your idea. Register the business into the government so that the government, they know you, that you have a registered company, a solar registered company. Then after, find a supplier. Finding a supplier, do not buy cheap things. Don't look for suppliers who have cheap things. You are just starting. You need trust. You need to build the trust from the customers. Okay? Don't buy cheap things, because a failed battery or a failed solar panel will cause the clients or the customers not to trust you. Your reputation will die out and your company will fail. So buy good quality products. Don't buy cheap products to install to your customers. You are just starting. You're building the trust. Okay? Building trust, you must do best quality work ever. so that one customer like this can bring 5 customers to your company. Okay, and these are the suppliers, and these are one which you can base on to how to start a solar business. Now let us jump and we see how to get your first customer. How to get your first customer? Let me rub off this. Okay, now since we have seen what a solar home lighting is, we have again saw how to start a solar battery. You see, don't jump anything when you're starting. We are just starting this project, solar home lighting system. Now we are going to see how to get your first customer. How to get your first customer. You have opened up a company, okay? You don't know where to start from. You want people to come and buy your system. How do you start this journey of getting a customer? And we are going to see how to get your first customer. You don't have an idea. You don't have any system. Which system should you use to get customers? Okay, this is a technical and business idea. We are opening up a company. One of the idea you can use is a social media. Social media helps to get customers. That is number one, which you should do. You have a phone with you. I know everyone has a phone. Everyone is on a TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, okay? A lot of apps where you can, Facebook, a lot of apps where you can post your system or your company. Once you're registered, you have opened up your solar home lighting system company. You supply people with solar powers. You supply people with solar lights, bulbs, charging on solar. Go on social media, open up in these apps. Go to TikTok, go to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and so on. Social media, one of the marketplace where you can get your first customers. People will see you. Give them the location. Which country you are, give them the location. People around you will see you on the social media and they will come. Put your number, your telephone number there. Put your address, put your email address there on the social media. People will write to you. People will call you, okay? And it is how one of the target or one of the ways of getting the first customers. Point number 2, referrals. Referrals is so much important. Once you install a clear, perfect installation for one customer like this, make sure you give him proper quality products, good installation. Give him advice. Teach him how to use that solar system. The time to switch on the lights and the time to switch off the light. Okay? Teach the customer that during the day, switch off the lights so that the battery can get space for charging. Educate the customer. Now, that one first customer which you have got, he will act as a referral to you. He will refer people to your company that have found someone who is trustworthy, a company which is trustworthy. It educates you, it installs for you, and gives some gifts. Okay, those gifts bring the customer, the one customer which you have got. Once you promise a customer that once you bring another person into the company, if a person wants the solar system, we shall give you such and such and such gift. And this customer will be part of your sales team. You see how you put sales people without employing them, but with promising them with gifts. Okay? People love gifts because he's just going to tell his friend, his family member, that go to such and such company to buy a solar system, and tell them, if possible, he will come with the client so that he gets his real gift which you promised. Okay? And be trustworthy. Give the project, give the gifts to the customer. you will have a lot of customers coming. That is the point of referrals. People will refer people to your company if you promise them to give them some gifts. You see how you get your first customers. Okay? After doing the social media, also put some gifts to the customer, or tell people, if you don't buy, if you get a customer, I will give you such a gift. Then even though someone has not bought, but he has convinced someone to buy your system, and he knows once he brings someone into your company, he's going to get some gift. You see how you get customers? The first way of getting customers. Go door to door. Teach the family. If they don't have money, if they can talk to their family members to come and buy the product from your company, tell this family that you will have a gift. You can even promise, if you get a customer who is going to buy a big solar system, I will give you a small system as you the family who have brought the other customer with a big system, who wants a big system. You see how you get the customers? That is all skills you need when dealing in opening up solar companies. Now, another point we have seen, create community demonstrations. A technician, you know, our people love to see with our naked eyes. Okay? Create community demonstration. It is also a way of getting customers. Go either in the village centers, in towns, schools, in clinics, okay? Community. Our point is a community demonstration. If people find, let us say for example, at schools, you can create some demonstration for a school, and children will see. Give your numbers to everyone, business cards. The children will take this number to their parents, okay? Their parents you will get a chance, the parents will need the system. Do the flyers. Give each student a flyer. Ask the school if it gives you that opportunity to do the demonstration in the school. If you get that opportunity, please use it wisely. This student will take the flyer to the home, to his or her parents. A parent, you may get a chance and the parent calls. You get a customer. It's a way of getting customers. Even the school itself, if it piques interest in your solar system, it will tell you, design for us some solar systems for each class, okay? And even the office, because students wake up during prep time, in the morning prep times, at around 5 to read books. It needs security lights for safety of the children. It needs lights inside the classes so that the children can read well, and the school may save some electrical bills. Remember, a school consumes a lot of electrical bills, okay? But once you teach the school that you can save a lot of money from electrical bills, and you don't pay those electrical bills by using the free sun, if I install my system into the whole school. You see how you get customers? The way of getting customers. Another point is partnership. Partnership is also a way of getting your first customers. How? Go and create some partnership with NGOs, NGO companies, okay? Community companies, agricultural companies, farmers. Go and teach farmers how your solar system works. Farmers have money. They dig, they harvest, they sell their products, and they keep the money. They have money. Once you reach at some agricultural group or farming group in the village, teach them. Talk to NGOs, property developers. They will help you. Property developers, they will need this idea so that they tell their clients about this idea, and you'll get a customer through a property developer. Because once a property developer builds a house, he can talk to the client that you put two system, electrical system and a solar system. And this is the company which can work on solar system. You get a free customer. Way of getting the first customers. Okay? Now, since we have seen how to start a company and how to get the first customers, we said you first open up a social media, put your contact, your email, your flyer, your business cards, how the business look like, how the design of the logo of your business. Referrals, put gifts to the customers or to the people you're marketing your solar. Tell them if they refer anyone, come with us someone and you will receive a gift. Community demonstration. Design a small solar light system, battery, panel, and a bulb. Put them in the community. Go and teach people in the centers, schools, okay? And even village areas. If people see when something is lighting, just not trust will bump immediately. They will start trusting you. Once they see that if you wear this, if you show them demonstration, if you show them that get a solar panel, connect it to the battery, a regulator, teach them as it works, then switch on, connect the battery, switch on. Once the battery lights, you have got trust from them and they will buy your system immediately. Only you're teaching them, they will buy your system, they will take your numbers and promise you. If they don't have money at that time, they will promise you that we shall call you. In 1 month, you can get 30 clients, okay? And your company is building up. Partnership, deal with NGOs, the private developers, okay? Talk to the community, agricultural groups, farmers. They will bring for you customers. And lastly, we are going to see how to grow into a full solar company from scratch. How now you have started your system, you want to grow from scratch. You started with one bulb. Now you are going to grow your system, your company, your solar home lighting system. Remember, from the scratch is from one bulb. Don't forget, I'm going to give you the biggest mistake which you should avoid. Trust me, you should avoid this mistake which I'm going to give you. All small companies, all small solar companies fail because of this big mistake they do, which I'm going to give you today in this video. But let us finish up with how to grow into a small solar company from scratch. Okay? Okay, this is for how to get the customers. Let us see how to grow. So now we are going to see how to grow into a full solar company from scratch. Remember, we started with one bulb. One bulb. Then we are going to now to grow the ideas which shows that you're growing into a very huge or big company. What ideas can we see? If you want to grow big to be big, you remember from the beginning you started with one bulb, one solar battery, one solar small panel, and one roll of cable. But with the time, or after 1 year, trust me, after 1 year, once you do this, what I've told you, continuously, daily, consistently, commit yourself. Consistent and commitment. Once you combine these things too, trust me, in 1 year, you will have to grow your full company from scratch into a big company. Which big company? What shows that this company is now big? You will start hiring installers. You're getting projects from the private developers. They bring for you customers. From the farming groups, they bring for you customers. From your clients, bring for you customers. From the schools, you remember that is a big system. Now you will need your one person. You will hire installers. Go get some people who studied solar installations or electricians. Okay? Some electricians don't know how to install solar system. Now, remember, for you, you know the knowledge and you have the experience, and you came with with our channel, The Physics Mindset, from the beginning. You know everything, how to solve the problem, how to see a signal problem, how the problem is coming, how to know how to size a solar panel, how to size a charge controller, how to size a battery, how to size an inverter. Everything, you know them from our videos. Now, you can bring electricians, solar installers, hire them. Tell them that I have a project. If you can work for me, then I will pay you. Pay them well, okay? Because you are building an empire, a company, okay? From building into a full solar company, okay? From scratch. Remember, hire those installers. They will work for you and you will pay them. You will tell them what to do. Install here, put here the panel, put here the regulator, put here the batteries. Be the mapper. Map for them, design for them, then they will do the work. Inspect their work and pay them after the work is done or the work is finished. Okay? Another thing which shows that you are growing a full solar company from scratch. Train sales representatives. Train sales representative. Allow people to come into your company. Train them how to represent, how to do the sales. Because for you started with one bulb and you went door to door. Even you didn't have money for capital to buy these gadgets, but you designed the system on the paper. You did a flyer, you did some business cards, and you started selling door to door. Okay? Teach them. Get some young men, young girls, teach them how to sell. Those are the sales representatives. Send them out to the market. Or start a way of paying, a commission way of paying. Get sales representative. If you get a customer, I will pay you this amount. Each customer with his own incentive. Incentive, that is the commission they will get. And they will be motivated, okay? Train the sales representatives. Now another point, how to grow into a full solar company from scratch. Add large solar systems. Remember, you started with one bulb. I know some customers can come and say, design for me 5 bulbs. Others can come, design for me 10 bulbs. Now, start adding large solar systems in your packages, okay? Your packages, start designing, calculate the solar panel, battery, regulators, add some big solar packages, because clients are starting coming. And your company is building up, is growing. Okay, the company grows once the number of buyers increase. It shows that the reputation of the company is good. You're giving quality products. You're giving good wiring. You're giving good quality wiring. And once you remember, I told you, once a battery fails, a customer will think you're giving fake products. That's why I told you, don't buy cheap things. Use proper original equipment or proper original components. Solar panel. Use the proper type of a solar panel. I refer to use you remember those first videos we saw about the types of solar panels. I refer you can use a monocrystalline solar panel. Okay? Then offer maintenance services to your customers. Each customer needs maintenance. You remember, a customer doesn't know that a solar system needs a maintenance. They know once you install the system, it will work the way you have told them or the way they expect it. You know, you, the technician, and the customer, you have two minds. Everyone has his own mind. The way a technician is seeing a system is not the way a customer is seeing a system. A customer is seeing a system, it will work forever and ever. A technician is seeing a system, it needs maintenance every month. Now, as a technician, teach the customer that we shall be coming every month for maintenance, cleaning the panel, remove the dust so that the panel can charge well the battery. Inspect the battery, remove dust on the battery so that you don't get the problem of sulfation. Okay? Check if the bulbs are well, if the lights is efficient, and that is maintenance. Offer maintenance services. Your customer will trust you once you do the maintenance. Once you visit them every month, they will continue referring people to your company because of the way you do the work. Be different from other companies. Don't install a solar system and you leave it forever. You leave it for the customer to take care. The customer didn't go for electrical or a solar knowledge, but you have the knowledge with you. Maintenance service. Okay, if you want some income, you can tell the customer that pay something small like this. We shall be coming to your home every month. We maintain your system. If we see any fault, we can change the solar panel if it is faulty. If the battery, we can do the changes and you continue with the life. Another point is create financial options. Create financial options like solar loans. Try to create financial options. I've ever done this and I know how it is. It is so everyone needs a loan. Some people have no money to buy the initial. Remember the initial cost of a solar system. If you combine the cost of solar system, panel, regulator, battery, inverter, wiring, it is a bit high. That's a say in solar system. We say initial cost is big, but with the time, this cost will be so small comparing with someone paying electrical bills forevermore. You pay bills until you will die. Yet here you pay once. In solar system, you pay once. But some people have no money initially at once. Okay? That's why once you create a financial option, like you're giving solar system on loan, people will take it. A lot of people will take it. I think even the whole village can take your solar systems. And the company will grow much. The income will come much as you, a technician, you have brought up this idea. Giving people on credit. People love this. Meaning, I'm going to pay, instead of paying every month to the electricity bill, let me pay my solar and I finish so that, and after finishing the payment, I will be using my solar for free. You see how customers are coming if you introduce this financial option and you create an account, a company bank account. Don't forget this. After registering, create a bank account which is well organized. From the beginning, from day one, be organized with your finance. Once a company money comes, let company money be company money. There you will see growth. Once you start tampering with company money, growth will be limited. Now I'm going to give you the problem which limits a lot of small companies to grow. Small solar companies, they would have been doing well, but they fail. Because of what? Because of this mistake which I'm going to show you. One mistake like this, and I want you to avoid it. Once you open up a company, please avoid this mistake. Let us go and see this mistake. What is this mistake? Every solar small solar company, once you do this mistake, you will fail. Let me give you the mistake. Now, the biggest mistake which you have been waiting, the biggest mistake all solar home lighting system or all solar system companies face. The biggest mistake to avoid this mistake is focusing only on sales. There is no company which will grow once you only focusing on sales. Focusing on sales meaning you don't bother if you are installing poor quality equipment. You don't focus on, you don't mind whether you're giving your customers poor quality equipment. Those are poor quality solar panels, poor quality batteries, poor quality charge controllers, poor quality bulbs, poor wiring. Please. And you're focusing only on sales. You want money. Your company will fail. It is automatic, it will fail. Because once a customer has these poor quality equipment, has poor wiring, customer will not recommend more people to your company. Your reputation will die out because you're focusing only on sales. You want to sell. But customers need high quality equipment. They refer you to other people because of the high quality equipment. Poor wiring. Customers want quality wiring. They want quality wiring. Quality wiring or installations. Do a proper installation for a customer. Put all your mind to the customer. Don't bring installers or don't hire installers who don't know how to install. They aim to finish work and they get paid and they go away. But once someone who knows solar system comes into the home of a customer whom you installed, and he sees wire passing anywhere, everywhere they want, that person will say that, oh, which people did this improper or poor quality work? And there your reputation will die off. You are focusing on sales. As a technician, do quality wiring or quality installation. Give people good quality equipment. Equipment, I mean, give them original solar panels, give them original chargers. Chargers, I mean charge controllers. Give them good batteries, which last, which have high efficiency. Not this. Don't focus on sales. If you focus on sales only, your company will die out and you'll be wasting all your energy, all your time. Focusing on sales only. It is the biggest mistake you should avoid. Just focus on good quality equipment, good quality wiring, proper original devices which you give to the client. Advise the client, inspect the client, do the maintenance work. The client will finally refer you to other people. Don't only focus on sales. And this is how you can start your solar home lighting system. I've given you a full package. How to start, how to get the customers, how you can design the system. Okay, start designing solar lights to the people. Thank you for watching our channel. Thank you for learning something. If you have seen something, knowledge, some wisdom in this video, please subscribe, like, click the notification, and share to other friends, to your family who have solar, who need solar. But once you want some money, some income, please start now. Do the company. Don't wait for an office. Do it from your home. See you in the next video.